What's up, ladies and gentlemen? I'm D.Knight. We're not done yet.
Cause it's game time and I'm ready. Game time and I'm ready. Yeah, it's game time and I'm ready. Game time and I'm ready. Can't stop my hustle. No, you can't stop my shine. I ain't come to make no friends. I just came to get what's mine.
And we are back with the magical Baltimore Orioles, which has been an absolute fantastic season. We were able to stave off elimination in Game 3. We just have to win 2 more straight. We got a tough one coming up, though, as we have to face Shane Bieber. We are putting Aaron Brooks on the mound, and our lineup has changed a little bit. Edwin Encarnacion, I just was not feeling him, so Hanser Alberto is actually going to get the start at third base, and Mike Moustakas is going to be playing the DH. So, looking around at the playoffs, the Yankees end up sweeping the number 1 seed Houston Astros, so they await the winner of this series in the ALCS. As we already know, 2-1 Cleveland lead. Colorado sweeps the Chicago Cubs, and Philadelphia beats the Mets in a 3-1 series. So it's the Philadelphia Phillies versus the Colorado Rockies in the NLCS, and the Yankees await for one of us in the ALCS. So hopefully we're able to extend this series and get to a Game 5 and head back to Baltimore. Let's find out.
MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 4 of the American League Division Series between the Baltimore Orioles and the Cleveland Indians. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots of storylines here as we approach the start of Game 4.
Well, because this is a 5-game series, this is an elimination game. I think that any time a team's season is on the line, they have to play like it. I think they'll be really aggressive and try to force the other team into some mistakes. If they play well, all of a sudden this series is all tied up, and we'll have a Game 5 to look forward to.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Home side about to take the field. This place is jumping. Here's public address announcer Alex Miniak.
And now, your 2020 Cleveland Indians.
And briefly here, a glance at the 2 starters who'll get the ball here in this one. And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. Mark DeRosa, how do they go about keeping this series alive?
Matty, the key in this one for this lineup is they got to stay staunch in the middle of the plate. They can't start swinging at everything or this guy will abuse them. He'll start flipping up the rosin bag. They have to sit over those 17 inches and hold to that.
Shane Bieber will be on the mound for Game 4. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he's a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
Here's how the Indians are setting up on D. And how fortunate are we today to get to watch 2 guys up the middle make sweet music. Both Gold Glovers last year.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. High in the air out to center field. Waiting on it, the center fielder. 1 down. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time you get the result that you saw right.
Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Lifted in the air out to right. Puig will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. And now the Indians will see what their bats can do in a scoreless ball game. And with that, let's get a look at the starting lineup for the Indians. Dero, what's your take on this lineup as they look to lock up the division series?
Matty, I know this team can swing the bat. But one thing I'm focused on, and I think a huge key for this team, is base running. And I'm not necessarily saying stolen bases. Just being aggressive on the base pass. Putting the defense on their heels. Taking the extra base. Maybe that send from first to home. That's what I'm hoping to see. Okay, here's how the Birds line up today on defense. And let's take a look at one of the most dynamic infielders in our sport, and that's Orlando Arcia. Playing up the middle, shortstop, premium position, cannon arm, highlight reel plays, the ability to make the routine one as well.
Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. Cisco recovers, and he makes the throw to first. Ramirez is retired, and there's one away.
Well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now.
Count is full. Here's the pitch. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Smith is over, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Batting third.
And with 2 away now, let's have a look at our playoff tree. And as you can see, the winner of this series faces a stern test ahead with the evil empire, the New York Yankees, waiting for the winner in the ALCS.
He had to be sitting off speed right there.
Line drive to left. That gets down, and the inning continues. So good work on a 1-2 count to get on base.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here. Having a huge series. Any big leader.
Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left field. See you later. Over the wall. Home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. His second home run of the series. And with it, the Indians have taken a 2-0 lead.
Pitch was grooved right down Main Street. He couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it. They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Indians get a couple of runs here on the strength of this 2-run home run. We'll head to the top of the second. It's now 2-0 Indians. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Hate to be Captain Obvious here, but he looks great to begin this start. That's already 3 Ks for him in the first 5 hitters.
The 3-1. Smoked on the ground left side. Played on the backhand. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. They trail it here 2-0. He pulls this one into right. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit. Absolutely scorched that base hit.
Worthy of some show track love, and as you see it, it came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely...
He's set. Here it comes. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Smith has a read on it. 1 away.
Right up
the middle the other way. Grind back into this count.
The 0-2 delivery. Fly ball out to straightaway right field. Smith on the move. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning. Working for the punch out and the offering. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Indians leave 1. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. The 3-1 pitch. Line to the right side. And the Orioles have their first hit of the game. Hit the other way out toward right field. Puig's got a read on it. 1 out. Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder on the run. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the 2nd out. And he pops him up, drifting toward the left side of the infield. Ramirez is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Orioles. They trail things here 2-0. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. There to take it is BR, and that's the 1st out.
Now that's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop out. Well executed pitch there.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Now the 2-1. Skied into straightaway right. Smith moves over. And that retires the side. Indians go down 1-2-3. They're up 2-0. Hit hard on the ground towards second. And that is through into right field for a single.
Hey guys, he doubled up on that breaking ball. The batter obviously timed the first one. Second one, he was not going to let go. Good wood on that one, able to drive it for a base hit.
On a line to shortstop, but the runner is back to avoid the double play.
Now batting, designated hitter, Mike Moustakas.
Standing in now, Mike Moustakas. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. In there, a base hit. Throw into third. And he's safe.
This is their time right here. This starting pitcher has been on point all day. Runs have been at a premium. They have an opportunity to do something special right here.
The 2-0 on the way. Line to the right side. And that gets down as he can't get there in time. Now a long throw home. And he will get in there with their first run. It's a 2-1 game now.
Boy, that's an aggressive send there, D-Row, because this outfielder has a very strong throwing arm.
Yeah, when you're sitting in a hitter's meeting, that's stuff they go over. So every base runner is on notice, knowing that this guy's got one of the strongest arms in the league, but they challenged him, and it worked.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule. 2-1, here it is. And solid contact there as this ball is belted high in the air out to left. And it's gone. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. His first homer here in the series. And it moves the Orioles out to a 4-2 lead.
It looked like he might just work out of that inning, only giving up a single run. but it all comes crashing down on that mistake. Nothing like a 3-run bomb to change the entire complexion of your day on the mound.
So think about this hitter.
Now the 2-1. Hit out towards second. Taken in by Kipnis. Throw in time, and they stop the bleeding as this side is retired. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 4-2 Baltimore.
They come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Nunez is after it. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. And he popped him up. VR shading to his right, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. No errors to this point for the Indians. Popped him up. Mancini is there for it. And the inning is over. Down in order go the Tribe. Still down by a count of 4-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Scooped up on the backhand. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Hard hit ball to second. And that's the 2nd out. Errors for the Orioles so far. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center, but he'll flag this one down toward the alley. Nearly trouble, but instead the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. The 1-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Nunez is there, and he has it for the out. 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has. Nice pick.
Now batting.
Ripped down the first base line. To his left, Mancini, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Indians go down 1-2-3. They trail it here 4-2. Nick Goody takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 44, Nick Goody.
The next 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Hit sharply on the ground. Kipnis has it. Throw gets him, 2 down. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Orioles, but they still lead this one 4-2. The 2-2 one more time. Hit on the ground to third. Alberto fields it cleanly. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, 1 away.
Now batting.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
To the at-bat coming up. Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the 2nd out. That's lifted the other way out to left. Nunez will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Tribe. Still down by a count of 4-2. Back here in Cleveland, game 4 is off to the 7th inning now, but before we get it started, let's check out our game summary to this point. James Hoyt is on the pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
For the Indians, number 50, James Hoyt.
0-1 count. Here it comes. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Naquin is there, and he'll bring this one in. And there's a line drive base hit to left field.
Hey, not a bad way to start the nightcap. 3 at-bats, 3 base hits, D-Row.
Yeah, the pressure falls off you after you go 1 for 1. 2 for 2, all smiles. 3 for 3.
I'm set with the 0-1. Drilled to the right side. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Now batting.
Well, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, D-Row. First baseman has to hold that runner on.
Hit down the line at first. Oh, and this is past him down the line. A fair ball. And the lead will move to 3 as it's now a 5-2 game.
Yeah, in a game like this, every run matters, and that RBI pushes the lead to 5-2, which almost feels insurmountable. Turn to turn 2.
The 0-1. And he squares up on this one. Deep to straightaway right. And this one is gone. A home run. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. His first homer so far in the series, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
And you can see why they love this guy. He's a leadoff guy with some serious pop, and he pounces on this mistake and knocked it right out of here.
Your attention, please.
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. To right field and absolutely hammered. Forget about making a play on that ball. It's way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His first homer here in the series, as this is now a 7-run ball game. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the 4th to leave the yard so far.
Yeah, Matt, boy, what a different ballpark this place plays in Cleveland.
And he finally wins the battle as this is swung out and missed for the 2nd out.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball.
Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. He pulls this one into right. Puig there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. So give him 5 runs in the inning, with the big blows being the 2 home runs. Stretch time here at Progressive Field. It's the Orioles 9 and the Indians 2. Tommy Hunter gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Tommy Hunter.
This is line to left. Nunez is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Late swing, but he's still able to get a lot of this one out toward deep right field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Swing and a liner. Oh, and this kicks right off of him. Here it comes on 0-2. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Tribe. They're down by a touchdown. It's 9-2. Welcome back to Progressive Field in Cleveland as we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said they've done a nice job of keeping their swings inside the strike zone and not chasing after pitches they can't do much with. The numbers say their chase rate in this game is under 25%. And with a bunch of runs on the board right now, that could be a big reason why.
Now pitching for
Thank you, Heidi. Nick Whitgren comes on to pitch now, hoping for better. Here it is on 3-1. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out. Some good pitching, some good hitting. It all adds up to a 9-2 ball game as you get a look there at the inning by inning recap of our game to this point.
You'll sometimes get a guy to chase a fastball out of the zone away or up, but when it's way down like that, it's much easier to lay off because you can tell the ball is moving further away from eye level as it comes in.
And he'll step on first himself for the out. Popped him up. Kipnis is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles, but they hold a 9-2 lead. Edebray Ramos is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 61, Edebray Ramos.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Smith looks up. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. It's a solo homer here for Jason Kipnis. His first homer so far in the series, and this lead has been cut to just 6 now.
Well, they're not there yet, but a solo homer to lead off the inning will do wonders for any team's confidence. We'll see if the next few batters can continue the comeback effort here. Just need to string some good at-bats together now.
The 2-2 one more time. Hit to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Pulled toward right center field. Smith giving chase. He gets there, and that's the second out. Here it is on 3-0. And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
Up next for Cleveland,
Dylan Tate takes over here with a runner at first and 2 gone in the inning.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Orioles, number 55, Dylan Tate.
Hit out towards second. Backhanded. Flip of his glove for 1. But a solo home run will at least get this closer to respectability. On to the 9th inning now from Progressive Field. It's now 9-3. Adam Simber enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
Really good late bite on that slider right there.
Now
the best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Here comes the 0-1. Hit hard toward the right side. And a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game.
Hey, there's a bullet down the right field line. That had double written all over it, but a great job by the right fielder to cut it off and keep him to a single.
Nice aggressive turn by the batter right there, but hats off to the right fielder.
Into the box, Jonathan Villar. Popped straight up. In comes Naquin. He can't get there as it falls in.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job.
Here it comes, 0-2. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. Boy, and the shellacking continues as this is down for extra bases. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only one away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game.
That's the third time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Oh, and it misses. Ball four, and that will force home a run. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit the other way out toward right field. Puig's got a read on it, and that's the third out. Orioles settle for one. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. It's the Orioles 10 and the Indians 3. Here it comes. And could this be the start? It's a long way back, but the leadoff man is on base to start their final set of at-bats. Fly ball out to right field. Smith is there. Makes the play, one away. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Riddle is over, and that's the second out of the inning. Here comes the first pitch. Now a swing, and he pops him up, and this should do it. And he'll make the catch, and the Orioles have battled back to knock this series up at 2 games apiece as this ball game is over.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
Well, this one pretty much over before it started as we give you a final look at the line score here in what turned out to be a blowout victory. Well, heroes are made in the postseason, and he was at least the hero in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no time like the postseason to come through and lift your team to victory. He was certainly a big factor here, and it was pretty cool to see.
At the end of this contest, Baltimore have evened it up at 2 here in the division series. Aaron Brooks is the winning pitcher of record. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
So there will be a Game 5 in Baltimore as our bats finally woke up after pretty much being stomped out this entire series. But behind Aaron Brooks' 6 strong innings and 2 earned runs, Arcia hit a 3-run shot, VR hit a 3-run shot, Dwight Smith Jr. hit a home run, Cisco had his 8th RBI. We looked dominant today. But again, now it extends back to Baltimore, which neither one of these teams has won at home. And we probably are going to have to face Corey Kluber, who absolutely dominated us in Game 1. So that's where we're going to wrap up this episode, and when we come back, we will jump into the ever-decisive Game 5, and pretty much just put it on hold that the Yankees are in the ALCS, but they will see us soon. Thanks again for watching, and as always, stay frosty, and I'll see you in the next episode. D.Knight, out.
They thought it was a game till I came back with that win overtime. I've been working, now I'm back at it again. Now we ain't finished, what you thought that was it?